Let's see if Chat GPT knows how to cook the perfect steak. I'm asking it for a recipe with details. I'm going to follow it to a T. It's telling me to use a boneless ribeye just over an inch thick. So far, so good. I'm also going to need these ingredients here. You'll see them as we go. Preheat the oven to 400. Let the meat rest for a half hour on the counter and season generously with salt and pepper. Get a cast iron pan nice and hot and heat it with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. From here it says to drop the steak into the pan and cook it for 2 minutes on each side. I have a timer right here. After 2 minutes we flip. We go another 2 minutes and then add the butter, garlic, and thyme. So normally when I cook a steak, I would let the pan cool down before I add this garlic and butter in. This pan is way too hot. It's definitely going to burn the garlic. This is strike 1 for Chat GPT. Once the butter is fully melted, baste the steak and then throw it in the preheated oven. It says for 5 to 8 minutes until it reaches an internal temp of 125. Normally I would transport the steak at this point to a wire rack to finish in the oven. That pan's going to be way too hot and it's going to be done way too quick. Strike 2.
Strike 2.
And as you can see, it only took 3.5 minutes here.
Pulling it out.
Pulling it out of the oven and letting it rest for 5 minutes. This steak developed a great crust. All that's left to do is to cut this into slices and see what the final result looks like. So we know the internal temperature is going to be perfect because we temp probed it, but that pan was way too hot to put in the oven and let that steak sit on there. You see that dark gray band on the bottom? It's overcooked on one side. Strike 3, Chat GPT.
Strike 3.
It's a no-go for me, buddy. Not even close.